Good day, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Viper of Viperland, and I'm back. Haven't done a card opening in a long while. That's also off center, but whatever. But I loves me some Innistrad. Really do. Also, of course, this would be the second song to pop up in random. Normally, I give it a cut before the stream starts, and I don't know why I didn't, but you know, let's get that plastic cut. There we go. All right, so Innistrad. I started playing. I can't say right before Innistrad, because that's a lie. I started playing right before Mirrodin. The original, not the original, the Scars of Mirrodin block, the whole new Phyrexia. That was my first. I started in Eldrazi, technically. But at the end of Eldrazi, that was when I learned Magic. So then Phyrexia happened, and that was cool. That was a very, like, story-heavy set, and I really liked that, even though I had no, you know, actual interest or knowledge in the story up to that point. And then Innistrad happened. And Innistrad was cool, because I like me some classic horror. And on top of that, also Sor, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. On top of that, it was, it's funny to think of it now, because now it's fairly commonplace, but at the time, it was the first time they printed anything on the back of a Magic card. They had werewolf creatures, which were double-sided. So I thought it was super cool. I guess it comes with one of these where, you know, they let you know the draft archetypes, because, you know, it's play boosters, not draft boosters, whatever. They've since gone back to Innistrad twice, but both of those times were when I wasn't playing the game, because I took a decade break. We're just going to take them all out of here, because that's just how we do lately. They went back one time because the Eldrazi... I mean, I can tell you if you want, Sor, but why do you ask? It's a play booster box. It's less than it would be if it was collector's boosters. It is a lot of packs. It's still less than it would be if it was collector's. This is a standard box, to be fair. No, that's not. It's off frame, but yeah, it's a standard box. It is a lot of packs, but this is a standard play box. Like, this isn't out of the ordinary. Normally, a play box like this is like 120, 130, 140, depending on the set. This is a higher value set because it's reprints and people are looking for specific things. So this was like 170 actually, but I traded in a bunch of Pokemon cards because those are on the up and up. So I think I paid 40 for this box. So yeah, I don't know where to put the actual packs when I'm not opening them. I'm going to put them way off to the side for now. But also, hey Sor, how's it going? Welcome to Viper in the chat. Yeah, so they went back to the Innistrad because the Eldrazi invaded it, which I missed, which is a shame because I like the Eldrazi a lot. And then there was another one more recently, Crimson Vow and something else. It was like a dual set. And I don't really know the lore implications of what happened there. My shop has been okay, but they're not... They price things out depending on the going value of something. Unlike, let's say, a big box store, which is just going to put MSRP on something and they're going to get destroyed. So it wasn't really madness, but it's not as expensive as people thought it would be because they confirmed a second printing right before things came out. So that cut the price. Not drastically, but a little bit right before it came out. So yeah, I love Innistrad to the point that I have the Innistrad art book. I like the story of the main and the Eldrazi. Again, I don't really know the Crimson Vow Midnight Hunt story much. It's very much themed around like the older horror. I really like Duskmourn. I played a lot of Duskmourn, but that's like a newer horror generally, not exclusively. But this is usually very much like the older school horror. And you know what? I'm going to kind of take my time with these. We're going to go like... I mean, yeah, once we start hitting duplicates of everything, we'll be speeding up. But, like, I want to see, like, flavor text and everything, because screw it. I have been meaning to do that on previous openings, and I kind of just got ahead of myself. So, yeah. Yeah, so the madness is mostly in big box stores that are selling the new set at MSRP, because if you open that Umbreon, last I checked, it was, like, 1,600. It might have gone up or down since then. Probably not down. Any of the evolutions is several $100s if you get the special art rare version of it. So let's say Alchemist Greetings. Okay, well, you know, not a fancy flavor text. Sometimes it's just impressive. 4 damage, madness. Okay, so I was about to say I don't recognize this one. This one's from the time I wasn't playing. This is a reprint set, but it's a reprint of a set that I liked a lot and returning to that. It's a reprint of a total of like 3 different blocks. It's a reprint of a plane, the plane of Innistrad. So this should include like Innistrad. What were the 3? Like Avacyn Restored and something else. Those were the original 3. Then there was the Eldrazi one. Then there was Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow, and it should have all of those, but they all take place on the same world. So it's a reprint of that world, as it were. You know, Traveler's Amulet. Oh, okay, this one I've seen a bunch of. The Riddler set, or the Rider set off. Riddler, wow, an eerie mist swaddled in armor and laden with amulets. So yeah, Avacyn, you'll definitely see a reoccurring symbol in Avacyn. It's really just the symbol of the faith, generally speaking. See, all the ones that are like Eldrazi, I don't know, because that happened when I wasn't playing. So Stitched Mangler, I assume that's an Eldrazi one. I could be mistaken. It's also kind of just zombie, but I guess there's a line between, like, is it just a zombie? This one I see played in Heckin. This is a popular card in Arena. It's simple. It's 1 cost, 1/2, and you could just keep returning it. As long as you have mana, you could just keep bringing it back every turn. His mind was lost long for his flesh. Yeah, insane skeleton man. Trepid Provisioner. Let's say, when this creature enters, another target human controls get 2/2. Nifty. How do I know where aid is needed? Look around you. Yeah, humans in Innistrad are the they are the ones that are outnumbered, generally speaking. Hold on. Adjust that white balance a smidge. Can you see like crosshatch on that, or is that just on my preview? Because that's not on the actual card. That's a camera artifact, and I'm seeing if I can't minimize it a bit. If it's just on my preview, I don't care. But if it's on the output... Alright, continue on. Bound. You can see a crosshatch. What can we do about that? Maybe the white balance sometimes? Yeah. I don't remember it having this issue previously, so... Because that is definitely not on the card. That is a camera artifact. No, gain's not the way to do it. Yeah, same. That's why I don't really know how to fix it. Just kind of tweaking knobs and hoping it goes away. It must just be at like the perfect distance. No, that's white balance gone. Like if I hold it a little further, or a little closer, I must just have it at the perfect range. I'll just hold it a bit closer. It's fine. Weird though, but thank you for the confirmation. Bound by Moon Silver. Can't block, transform. All right. Oh, you can sack a creature and keep moving around. All right. Here you go. So anything with that symbol on the top means it's a double-sided card, which was originally printed in Avacyn or Innistrad. Like before that, that was the one thing every Magic card had in common is the back of the card, and then they didn't. Creature Werewolf Horror strikes with the fury of Tempest. Oh, I do like that they tell you the little how it's going to be on the other side. Creature Eldrazi Werewolf. That's a combo. Excuse me. Sorry. I may have mentioned I like me so as without, so within. Work in physical play. You either you have to have sleeves that have an opaque back, and you can either like flip it, or you could use proxy cards. I don't know if they'll have it here. Ooh, that's nifty. I'm going ahead. The original set had proxy cards, which had a regular Magic back, and you could check a little. It had listed every like werewolf that was in that set, and you would check what that card was supposed to be, and you'd have the card on the side. And when you actually cast it, like you'd bring in the real card. So there were ways, but generally speaking, you run it with this side forward, and you have an opaque back sleeves. Most people are going to play with opaque back sleeves anyway. So it's not too crazy. Mist Raven. We see a raven head for the hills. It knows when the ghost tide is headed in. Yeah, it's definitely flying away with something. Turn target creature to open its hand. Nice, nice. 2/2 flyer. Excuse me, sorry. Blood Artist. Yeah, the vampires of this set tend to be pretty good too. Creature or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. Cool. You killed my thing? Well, ping. Or drain, I guess. Vanya Falconrath's paintings are astonishing. How does she manage to achieve such rich crimson hues? Yeah, I wonder. It's crazy that a vampire could pull off something like that. Groundskeeper. Oh, the Willie's changed a little bit. While the church thinks in terms of legacies, others think in terms of eternities. So 2 weeks from now, another new set comes out. This is a reprint set, but a new set comes out, and that's the Aether Drift. That's the Mario Kart set / Mad Max. So our rare overcharged amalgam, flash flying exploit. Jeez, all right, that's a lot on one card. No flavor text, but hey, zombie horror, hell yeah. So it looks like it says on the box you're guaranteed a retro frame card in every set. I don't want to pronounce that. Triskaidekaphobia? I assume that's the fear of something. I don't even know. But I kind of like enchantments that give you options like this. And it's a cool retro frame. I dig that. We also got the art foil, pack foil, epitaph golem, many names and many memories bound together in grim purpose. I like the idea of just a whole heckin' like tomb getting up and punching you. It's also 3/5. It's not bad. I kind of dig the retro land. That's all right. And we got an art card. Loves me some art cards. Let me put the rare aside. I should be doing that regardless. I definitely do not know the value of everything in this set, but I do know what some of the crazy value cards are. I know if we pull Edgar Markov, we're doing good. We'll be doing good if we pull Edgar Markov. I want Avacyn. I want any of the like movie poster rares, but I don't think you can get those in these packs. I will eventually crack 1 or 2 collector's packs, not boxes. Maybe. I couldn't spend much money because like I'm going to Georgia next week. And then again, a new set coming out. So let me actually throw away the garbage. There we go. Cool. Seize the Storm. It's a messed up storm. No flavor text, but like, you know. Damn. I like the you shall not pass wizard. Very important. Cool. Actually, let me change these around. I'll put the rare there, the commons over here. Think twice is a standard. It's actually currently in standard. It's in foundation, so you know. Either I know the spell I need or I'm about to. It's simple enough. Draw a card and you can cast it a second time, you know, think twice. Alright. Simple. I still want the alternate art for this, not from this set, but from Foundations. There's 2 alternate arts. One of them is cool and I already have it, but the second one is actually drawn by Hungry Clicker, so I need it. It's like a $20 card. I keep watching the price. If it either starts going up too high, I'm just going to buy it at like 2021, but I'm hoping it goes down a little bit. We'll see. Because I need Hungry Clicker art, obviously. Wildfield Scarecrow, Defender, sack it, search your library for lands. Alright. Hard to go wrong with lands. And you get a Defender anyways. Gissa's Binding. Soft dirt makes for light work. Yeah, necromancy. Who would have thought? Zombies. Lots of zombies. Ah, yes. Good old Ambush Viper. Since this set was one of the ones that was around when I was really like learning and like fairly big into Magic, when one of my friends who's also a big Magic player ended up getting married, I was a groomsman at their wedding, and the gift that they got all the groomsmen were these nifty multi-tools, which I always think are really useful. One of those, like, it's got pliers, screwdrivers, saws, whatever, all in one thing. But it was engraved, and it had my full real name, which is why I'm not showing it right here. But everybody had, like, a flavor text, like a Magic card flavor text underneath, and mine was Ambush Viper, because I'm Viper, and, you know, this was the card that was... This is a strong card. It's a flash death touch. It's simple enough. As long as it's not a flyer and you got 2 mana open, you kill their creature. You just, okay. There's always exceptions. They could have first strike. They could have double strike. But it's like, still, for 2 mana, it's a no. Living creatures seldom impress me, but I like this one. Yeah, of course. Guardian of Pilgrims. Immune to the physical warping caused by Emrakul, Geist proved to be some of the humanity's most important allies. Oh, that would make sense. So Emrakul is one of the big Eldrazi's. It's that card. If you've seen any Magic card, because of numbers, you've probably seen Emrakul. It's huge. It's crazy. Delver of Secrets. I remember this card. This was definitely the one I played. It's a creature human wizard, but, you know, they, It's very much the fly, but the mantis. Unfortunately, all my test animals have died or escaped, so I shall be the final subject. I feel no fear. This is a momentous night. Human insect creature. I like the little stories you can tell in the double-sided cards. All contained in one. I mean, already cards can do that, but, you know. Pack Guardian, another Flash. I feel like they liked Flash with this set. I mean, it makes sense. Creatures jumping out of the woods to scare/murder you. It checks out. Fiery Temper. Let the flames ignore the sinless. Good luck with that. Good art, though. Always dig the art. Boarded Window. Yeah, that's not doing nothing. Creatures attacking you get -1. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, but if you get two... I like that thematically. I don't know if I'd ever run it, but I really like that thematically. Weaken attacking creatures, but if you ever get hit by too many things, it breaks and it goes away. Sturdy Nails make for sound sleep. Pack Rare. Ooh. Bruna the Fading Light. Legendary creature, Angel Horror. Love those. Melds with Glissa the Broken Blade. She now sees only Emrakul's vision. So what does she actually turn into? Oh, when it says melds, you need both the cards. Okay, so we have a bottom half of a card. A legendary creature, Eldrazi Angel, and presumably you need the other card. Alright, I haven't done a lot of stuff that melded before, so that makes sense. Cool. I hope we get the other half. That would be dope. That would be really cool. I don't know how common these are going to be. Dauntless Cathar. The harder they try to extinguish my faith, the brighter it burns in the darkness. So these are the same as the normal cards that would be in the set. Just, you know, a retro frame. Literally retro frames. Ooh. The foil on this looks really good in person. You can see those like highlights of certain things. Some cards foil very well. Lelvin Walled Mysteries. No flavor text, but, you know, not bad. Oh, are all the lands in the set going to be retro frame? I don't hate that, but I kind of like full art lands too, so we'll see. But cool. Nice foil retro frame land. I feel like the foil retro frames look even cooler than the regular. I'm probably just going to toss the tokens. We got a human elemental. All right. Again, things will speed up drastically once we start hitting cards we've hit before. But till then, come on. I feel like these don't want to open as easily as Magic cards normally do. I feel like they usually have a good openability. That's not the right word, but they have the right amount of resistance. We don't have a token or... So that's probably something. Neo Knight's Rush. The spell costs 1 less to cast if you control a vampire. Deals 1 damage to our creature. 1 damage to its controller. Draw a card. We spend our entire existence pursuing the joy of our first night's feast. Yeah, I loved... Though I'm not the biggest, like, vampire fan, generally, they're cool, they're fine. I'm not anti-vampire. I think the aesthetic of the vampires from this set specifically, this plane, really is great. Like, really, really good. Imprisoned in the Moon. Planes are very big. It depends on... I mean, yes. Planes are literally, like, entire worlds. Planeswalkers are people who can go between them, which is why the story tends to focus on planeswalkers, because they'll start in one place and they can show up in all the other places you go to. And, you know, bad stuff tends to happen in different planes and places. And more recently, enemies, bad guys, have started to learn how to go between planes too. This is what happens when Emrakul, who corrupted Zendikar, along with 2 other Eldrazi's, finds their way to a different horror theme. And this is how they do end up beating Emrakul. They literally lock it in the moon. So you can't kill an Eldritch being. That by default, you can't do it. But you can lock it in the moon, apparently. So I always thought this was pretty nifty. Like, you can enchant creature, land, or planeswalker, which is more things than a lot. Like, usually you can't do land. Usually it would be like non-land creatures or like non-land or artifacts. I don't know. I like the typing of it. And it just turns it into just a land that can give you 1 mana. That's it. Only 1 vault was great enough to hold Emrakul. So yeah, that's what Emrakul looks like. It's like a big mushroom with tentacles. Grapple with the past. Emrakul does not grant wishes. Desire is simply aligned to her will. Yeah, so if it looks eldritchy and has tentacles, it's probably Emrakul. Blood Mad Vampire. Creature vampire berserker. It's got madness. cool looking. Not from the set I played. Oh, so that's the other reason. A lot of these are from the not from the set I played, because I only played that first block. That was back when they did blocks of a set. They'd go to one plane for 3 sets, and the 3 of them would tell a story. You'd usually be introduced to the plane, then something would start to happen, then something would finish happening. So like when I started, there was Zendikar. It was a very lush natural world. It had landfall. It had an abundance of mana. Then the medium set, which was I want to say World Wake. I don't think that's it though. I started playing in Eldrazi, so I don't remember the set right before its name. But the middle set started to see these little hints of like things being wrong, things being corrupted, this like eldritch influence. And the third set was just full on eldritch horror as they like finally revealed themselves. Or Innistrad started Mirrodin started, here's this plane, everything's made out of metal. There's the occasional living thing, but like everything's metal, creatures of metal. Then you started to see the Phyrexian influence corrupt some of it, and by the last one, it was straight up Phyrexia took over the entire plane. So like, they used to do stories that way, and now they tell the story in one go with supplemental material. Abundant Maw, alright. Big tentacle worm thing. Eldrazi Leech. Those are combinations of words that aren't friendly. Crusader of Odric. Power and toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. I always kind of dig cards like that. If you're going to play like a token deck, boy, is it helpful. We are Odric's Sword. We strike without fear, for his mind has divined our foe will be slain. Yeah, so even you tend to see the Avacyn symbol everywhere. I don't know if we've seen like a really pure, simple version of it. Oh, here you go. Actually, the uncommon symbol. That's the symbol of Avacyn, who was the angel created to protect this plane and kind of keep a little bit of balance to make it so the monsters didn't always win. And you see the symbol of that faith everywhere. I'm pretty sure that's also one. I can't, hold on. Yes, oh, absolutely. As soon as I look at the card physically instead of in the camera, like there too, in the cut of the hat, it's everywhere. Anytime you're looking at Innistrad, you're spotting that symbol somewhere. Melds with Graph Rats. I thought it was Grief Rats. Midnight Scavenger. So we got another half card, I guess. We keep getting the bottom halves. And Eldrazi Horror. I like the thematics of we're going to take one card of like traditional horror and one card of like eldritch horror and literally smack them together. I'm going to put that aside too because I hope we get that one. Oh, Mentor of the Meek. I see this all the time. It's a good card. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, you may pay 1 mana, and if you do, draw a card. If you're playing tokens or small things, you will never run out of cards. Goddamn, you will never run out of cards. Rise from the tides. Oh, did it actually have flavor text? Sorry, I kind of skipped it, not intentionally. In these halls, there is no pass or fail. Your true test comes with the first full moon. Yeah, holes. Rise from the tides. Simple, effective. Wet zombies. Dear brother, it's sweet that you have chosen to share your toys with Ludwig, but I too have found some new playmates. Ghoul Caller Grisa. Grizzled Angler. Mill 2 cards, and if there's a colorless creature in your graveyard, transform. There's no question that these waters are treacherous, but if there's one thing I've learned in all my years of sailing... Eldrazi Fish. Is that the lore of the sea is impossible to ignore. Well, that's a grizzly anglerfish. Alright. Huh. Literally the lore of the sea. You can force enemy creatures to attack. Really good if, like, you have a better board state, but, like, they're turtling. I imagine. I don't know. Maelstrom Pulse. Sorcery. Destroy a target non-land permanent. All the permanents are the same name. That could be pretty nasty. Can't abide by shoddy work. Whose are these? Get rid of stuff. Alright. Nifty. There's a rare. Town Gossip Monger. Tap and untap creature you control. Transform. Oh, it's a double-sided. Oh, double-sided retro frame. Interesting. Insighted Rabble. Rumors are sparks. Gather enough of them and something's going to catch fire. Yeah. That's nifty. Didn't know they were going to do... I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't know they were going to... You'll never believe what I heard. Yeah. Moldgraph and Millipede. Between Stitchers, Cultists, and Scavengers, corpses are in high demand. Yeah. You know, in a world that messed up, corpses were always going to be a little, useful. Mountain. Oh, here you go. So this is what you could do if you didn't have sleeves. You can use this card to represent a double-faced card. You write like the name, the mana cost, and stuff here, and you keep the double-sided card on the side. So you can just shuffle this into your deck, and when you pull it, you play it, it's got the details, and you sub in the actual card. So that's how you can do it physically. Nifty. I'll hold on to one or two of these, but probably not too many. I sleeve my cards when I play. Honestly, I'd love to be like, play the high horse and be like, oh, it's because I want to keep valuable cards safe or anything. No, it's honestly just because I find it so much easier to shuffle sleeved cards. It's really that. And part of it is definitely that I don't want to damage the cards. Are you going to open? Should have just brought a pair of scissors in here, obviously. There we go. These seem to have a little more resistance on the packs. It's weird. Not terrible, just, weird. Alright, spontaneous mutation. Oh, flash enchant creature gets minus X minus O. X is number of cards of graveyard. Okay, that could be spicy for 1 mana, I guess. Especially if they're putting everything on that. Falconroth Torture. There was a time when our cages rang with wailing. Not only a handful of these whimpering fools remain. Well, you shouldn't let all your wailing dead out. Spore Crawler. When this creature dies, draw a card. Simple, effective, pricey. Remember to come back in a few years when that fungus has died off. Then we'll see what's in the chest. Yeah. Alchemist Greeting. Yeah, we saw this one first thing, right? This was our first card. Cathar Commando. Flash. Sack this creature, destroy target artifact enchantment. Simple, effective, useful. Artifact enchantment removal, depending on the set, can be really useful. Honorable tactics are for honorable foes. These werewolves are preying on innocent travelers. I'll stab them in the back while they sleep if I have to. Fair. Drog Skull Shieldmate. I will join you so that you will not yet join me. Spirit Soldier. Sometimes the dead just fights for you. Scorned Villager. Creature Human Werewolf. My village's fear drove me into the wild. And Moon-Scarred Werewolf. And I will bring the fury of the wild back to my village. Oh, Vigilance. So you can attack and still tap it for mana. Beginning of each upkeep. Player casts 2 or more spells last turn. Transform. Okay. Yeah. I forgot werewolves tend to not be a one-way transformation. It tends to bounce depending on how things go. Which I always thought was pretty cool too, because the whole idea of a werewolf isn't you just turn into a werewolf, it's you're both. Depending on, the setting and the moon, really, but still. Vile Spawn Spider. Yep, that's a spider. You can sack it, make a green insect creature token for each creature card in your graveyard. Oh, you can sack it to... Okay, that's not bad. And at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. I don't know if I would build around that, but I'm always a little too squeamish to build around graveyard, which is why I'm a coward. And, we saw the Mistraven, still cool. Moonlight Hunt. Courage alone won't keep you alive. Yeah, no, that guy's dead. Target creature you control. You don't control each creature you control. That's a wolf or werewolf deals dead. Ooh, you really... Okay, that's a good thematic card. I like that. Collective Brutality is our pack rare. Escalate, discard a card, pay the cost for each mode chosen beyond the first. Okay. On the other hand, choose an instant sorcery, discard it, target creature gets -/, target opponent loses 2 life, gains 2 life. Alright. Nifty. Good art. The black and red of the set was about my favorite. Galvanic Juggernaut. Creature attacks each combat if able. Creature doesn't untap during untap. Whenever another creature dies, untap it. Simple. Effective. I don't like the always attack stuff, but it can be useful. Our pack rare. See, I like foil double-sided cards. It's double your foil for your buck. Ambitious Farmhand. Creature Human Peasant. That turns into... Seasoned Cathar with a lifelink. Cathars have taught me many things, but I will never forget my hard, honest work that first calloused my hands. Yeah, it definitely looks like all the lands are retro-framed. And we got a clue token with an Eldrazi Horror. Cool. Again, this will pick up, I swear. But I don't know. I really like this set. I don't want to just fly through, look at the rares, and be done. That's not what I want. Oh, I remember this card too. Equipped creature can't be blocked by vampires or zombies, which in any other set isn't super useful. Also, once again, Avacyn's logos everywhere. Equipped creature has sacked the torch, deals 2 damage to any target, and it's 1 to equip. Simple. Yeah. Can't be blocked by vampires and zombies was really good when this set was like the draftable main set, because a lot of people were going to do vampires and zombies. Towergeist, flying. When it enters, look at top 2 cards. One of them you hand out in the graveyard. Fenric's Tower is served by those who once sought to enter it uninvited. I like that there's a whole set of, like, magic cards that are really just sentient clothes. I know it's a spirit, but, like... Oh, I remember this art, too. Another great art card. Gluttonous Guest. When the creature enters, make a blood token. Whenever you sack a blood token, you gain a life. Simple, easy, effective vampire. Yay. Bramble Worm. Good old big green creature. Reach and trample. I mean, if you're paying 7 mana, like, and when it enters, you gain 5 life. And if somehow they kill it, you can exile it for 5 life. I likes me some big green creatures. Hard to go wrong. Braid. Choose 1, deal 3 damage to target creature, or destroy target artifact. Alright. Let's break stuff. Falconwrath Progenitor was a vicious falconer, and the lion is quick to remind others of its heritage. Angelic Purge. Yeah, imagine being an angelic force on this plane. Not an easy thing, I imagine. As an additional cost, sack a permanent, exile target artifact. Oh yeah, give up something to get rid of something. We must save you from yourselves. Hanweir Watchkeep. Creature human, warrior, werewolf. I also love when creature types get really long and really, like, things you wouldn't expect. He scans for wolves, knowing there's one he can never anticipate. Technically, he never left his post. He looks after the wolf wherever it goes. It's a 5/5 wolf. Creature attacks every turn if able. Nifty. Like it. Morcut Banshee. Cover your ears, and you may never hear her coming. Both a blessing and a curse. Nifty, nifty. Good art. I mean, the whole set is just good art. Most magic cards are, but, like, yeah. Valorous Stance. Choose 1. Target creature gains indestructible at end of turn. Target creature, or destroy target creature with power or toughness 4 or greater. Alright. Cool. Restless Bloodseeker. Creature vampire. And he transforms into Blood-Soaked Reveler. Ooh, I like that art a lot. Beginning of your end step. If you gain life this turn, create a blood token. Each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. Pricey, but by the time you're far enough in the game, like, why not? And our pack rare, Deathcap Glade. I don't know if the Glades will be worth anything. I feel like rare lands can be. I don't know if these will be. Deadly mushrooms litter these woods, each waiting for an errant footstep to release its noxious spores. We get our retro frame, Borrowed Hostility. Escalate, choose 1 or both. Alright, cool, nifty. Our pack foil, ooh, that looks good in foil, I like that. Soulglade Gryph, a hippogriff spirit. It conducts the souls of the righteous to their blessed rest, and the spirits of the evil to justice. Nifty, nifty, not double-sided. Our swamp, and our just simple, that's how you do double sides. Alright. Deranged Assistant. Mill a card and a colorless mana. Garl, adjust the slurry dispensers. Garl, fetch more corpses. Garl, quit crying and give me your brain tissue. If it doesn't stop being so rude, I'm quitting. I mean, we've all said that, but we all know that once you're that far, you're clearly not quitting. Obviously, you're in it for the long haul. Murderous Compulsion. Madness, yeah, no kidding. Destroy target tapped creature. Thank you. This blade becomes so hot in my hand, but your blood has quenched it. Yeah, you know, if I was a human in this plane, I'd probably have gone mad long ago, too. Creature human peasant, eccentric farmer. Careful now. Don't want to get the seed stuck in your feelers like last time. It's normal farming. Totally normal farming. Borrowed Hostility. Oh, there you go. That's just it without the frame. Gather the townsfolk. Fateful Hour. If you have 5 or less life, create 5. Oh, interesting. That must have been from one of the newer sets. I don't recognize Fateful Hour. That's pretty cool. I like cards that do other stuff in late game. That's always kind of cool. In this town's final stand, they overcame the snarling beasts as well as months of insidious distrust. Lunarch Veteran. I remember the art of this card so much. Even in our darkest times, Avacyn's light still guides us. And he turns into a, an actual spirit cleric instead of, well, I mean, I guess he kind of dies, but Whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, you gain a life. Yeah, so stuff dies, he just helps out a bit. Oh, yeah, so he does literally have to die. You pull him out of the graveyard as the transformed version. Cool. Another, like, really good thematic card. Spider spawning, make spiders. You can cast it again for more spiders. You know, simple. Edgar's Awakening. Here you go. Can't have you sleeping through your own wedding day. I hope we get an Edgar Markov. Biolume Egg. That's definitely not one I recognize. Serpents leave their eggs in the cold and inky depths. Ah, Biolume Serpent. Cool. Knowing their hatchlings are more fearsome than anything else they might come across. Sacrifice 2 islands. Creature can't be blocked this turn. That's a really specific... Alright. Dig it. Our pack rare, Collective Defiance. Chandra, just burning stuff. I imagine Chandra does well against zombies. Thematically. Choose one or more. Target player discards all cards in the hand, then draws that many. Deal 4 damage to target creature, 3 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Alright. Nifty. Ah, Wedding Announcement. Oh, I see this card I used to see this card all the time in Magic Arena. I hated it because it was good. The beginning of your end set, put an invitation counter on this enchantment. If you attack with 2 or more creatures this turn, draw a card. Otherwise, make a 1/1 white human creature token. Then, if this enchantment has 3 or more invitation counters on, transform it. And then just creatures you control get 1/1. So it just gives you tokens, basically, and then just makes the tokens bigger. But also, still kind of love wedding festivity. Vampires from every bloodline mingled together, all swelling with pride, to be seen at the event of the century. So, I like the card thematically. Hate the card because it beat me a lot. Oh, hey, Grizzled Angler. Same one we got earlier. Just cool frame. Dig it. Like it. Faithless Looting is our pack foil. Avacyn has abandoned us. We have nothing left except what we can take. Our planes, and then another one of these. I'm just going to start tossing these, just like I toss tokens. All right. Not shabby so far. That was a double rare pack. Don't hate those. There we go. Silent Departure. Oh, I remember this one foiling well, so maybe we'll get a foil of it. Return target creature to its owner hand. Simple. Put flashback. The same magic that lets guys pass through our realm can force them out of it. Eaten Alive. Another, additional cost. Sacrifice a creature or pay. Exile target creature or planeswalker. If you hear a groaning noise in the cellar, don't investigate. Don't split up. Just lock the door and barricade it. See, every now and again, people speak sense. Nobody listens, but, that's just how horror goes. Intrepid Provisioner. How do I know where aid is needed? Look around. Oh, we had that one. Totally forgot until flavor text. Ancestral Anger. Target creature gains trample and XO until end of turn where X is 1 plus the number of cards named Ancestral Anger in your graveyard. Oh, as you play it, it just gets angrier and bigger. Also, if you're, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. 1 vampire for every family member I've lost. Yeah. The humans don't like the vampires. Who would have thought? Reckless Scholar. Target player draws a card, then discards a card. Simple, easy. Progress comes at a price. Soul Guide Griff. We saw this one in foil before. It's okay without the foil, but the foil is better. Hinterland Logger. Human Werewolf. There's a forester lives up in the highlands. Tried to sell her one of my finest axes at a bargain, but she wasn't interested. Turns into a falling card, apparently. Turns into Timber Shredder. She even had the audacity to criticize my wares as inferior. I guess when you could just cut a tree down that way, what do you need anything else for? I'll say fear. Cards are going pretty good. I love Innistrad a lot. I love this plane, so cool to see some of the cards that I remember and a lot of the cards that I didn't get to see. Lightning Axe, additional cost, cast a spell, discard a card, or pay 5. But if it was 5 damage to target creature, the fact that you can do 5 damage for 1 mana, as long as you discard. Spirits disturbed by ghoul callers become geists driven by restless anger. At 6 mana, it's suddenly not that great, but as long as you can discard. Lingering Souls. Excuse me. The landlord drove off the elderly couple. Excuse me, hiccups. To repossess their home. Eventually, the couple possessed it back. I'll say, Kane, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. How you doing today? Okay, so not pack rare yet. Aldrich's Kindred. Trample, target attacking wolf or werewolf gains indestructible. Great, awesome. I'm not its master. We are of the same pack. Ulrich. There's a pack rare, Bedlam Reveler. Spell costs 1 less for each instant or sorcery card in your graveyard, which is good because that's a cost. Whenever the creature enters, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. Alright. Probably a later game card, but cool. New Madness cards. I don't think there's anything new in this set, other than like different frames and printings of the cards. But for me, I only ever played the OG3 Innistrad set. So I never played the Eldrazi one, and I never played Crimson Hunt or Midnight Vow. Or Crimson Vow, Midnight Hunt, whichever. So all those cards are new to me. I know the original pretty well, because I was a very active Magic player at that point. But yeah, every pack has a classic frame card now. But I don't think they added anything new. I could be mistaken, but I don't think so. Niblis of the Urn. Avacyn's most devout would forego the blessed sleep to keep vigil. Well, sometimes you need a ghost to help you. Runebound Wolf. The wolf's captor had hid its fear, but he knew someday the runes would fail, and the collar would break, and the wolf would remember his face. Yeah. Yes, Aether Drift looks fun. I like that they just made Chandra. These look cool. I like that they made Chandra very Akira, just cause. Yeah, it's Mario Kart the Magic set, and I'm here for it. Especially because one of the tribes is going to be functionally just Mad Max, and cool. Yeah, Chandra in Tights is also not hurting the sales of that set yet. I mean, it's not out yet. It comes out in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tomorrow. I'm going to try to get a box of that too, but we'll see, because I'll be just back from my trip, so I might have to wait a week. We'll see. But I would like to get a box of that and open it as well, ideally. Siege Zombie. Barricade only buys time, so the wealthy buy more barricades. I mean, why not? Cobbled Wings. I remember this one a lot, too. Equipped creature has flying. Simple. For the Necro Alchemist, any puzzle can be solved with intelligence and harvested body parts. Flesh Wings. Wonderful. Always good. Duel for Dominance. Choose target creature you control, target creature you don't control. If you control 3 or more creatures, different powers, put one creature on the target. Jeez, alright. That's a lot of text for if you have a bigger creature or more creatures, you probably win these. I don't know. We'll have to see. It definitely seems we haven't seen the best of it yet, I imagine. I think it's crazy that we're getting an artifact equipment planeswalker. That's weird to me. Voldrain Duelist. Once creature enters, target creature can't block. I have yet to find my equal. Simple, I guess. Also, if you're going to fling something at somebody, you're not dueling at that point, but, whatever. Prison of the Moon, saw it earlier. Great, love it. Thematically perfect. Literally the end of that set. Inspiring Captain. It's from the newer Innistrad set that came out a couple years back. Okay, cool. Yeah, I did not play that one, and I did not play the Eldrazi one, so a lot of these are new to me. When this creature enters, creatures you control get 1/1, till end of turn. Our enemies will soon discover that we are not as meek as they had believed. Gotta try to inspire people. Village Messenger. Haste, the beginning of each copy. No spells. I'm afraid it's bad news. No flavor text on the back, but Moonrise Intruder. Alright. Wandering Mind. I mean, quite literally, yes. Yep, that's a wandering mind. Yeah. I can't dispute that. Nebelgast Herald, flash flying, another speed enters, tap target creature opponent controls. Okay, so you could really just chain down stuff if you got a spirit deck. Rally of the Peasants, all with the Avacyn symbol. Creatures you control get 2/1 or 2/0 until end of turn, and flashback if you're red. If you must go out at night, bring a Mahab. Again, sound advice. Metallic Mimics are pack rare. As this creature enters, choose a creature type. Creature is the chosen creature type in addition to its other type, which is Shapeshifter. Each other creature control of the chosen type enters the battlefield with an additional counter on it. Alright, awesome. Yes, I really dig the werewolf theme and idea a ton. It of the Horrid Swarm. Now that's a great name. That's a great name. Creature Eldrazi insect emerge when you cast a spell. Create 2/1 green insect creature tokens. Alright. Number 1. Oh, yeah. Winning there are two ways to make a. There are three ways, in my opinion, to make a commander deck. You make a commander deck to win. You make a commander deck to see what you can make out of what you have, or you pick a theme and you stick to it, damn the win-loss ratio. And I am a big fan of 2 and 3 myself. I like to just be like, ooh, what do I have? And I also like I love this theme. Like, I made a Duskmourn commander set. It ain't gonna win, but I don't care. I just really like Duskmourn as a set, and I had a ton of cards from it, so let's make a Duskmourn commander set. Also, it has a 5-color commander, so I can just do whatever I want with it. Essence Flux. As a spirit is both fettered and free, bound in some ways to its previous existence, yet able to transcend much of the corporeal. Deck never played. Yeah. No, to me, Commander will always be a casual format. Like, if people want to make competitive Commander, awesome. Live your best life, have a great time. It's not something that will ever enter my vision wheelhouse deck boxes. To me, that goes against the entire point of Commander. But cool, like, if people like it, awesome. I ain't trying to stop nobody. But I personally will never be building a competitive Commander deck. To me, that's oxymoronic. But yeah, like, if you like it, cool. I ain't trying to stop nobody. I love just when the art tells the whole, like, Chant creature. Chanted creature gets 2/2 and has sacrifices permanent. This creature gains flying until end of turn. Yeah. Sacrifice a permanent. You can literally just rip the wings off another angel next to you and be like, I fly now. A boon from the angel should never be cast aside. Just good thematic cards. Oh, hey, the non-alternate background. It of the Horrid Swarm. Great name. Butcher Ghoul. Undying. When this creature dies, if it had no counters on it, return it to battlefield with a counter on it. Without a mind, it doesn't fear death. Without a soul, it doesn't mind killing. Also, 1 second, just gotta blow my nose real quick. Alright, cool. Harder to mute that when I don't have my keyboard in reach. There you go. Butcher Ghoul's OP. Yeah, the cards that want to die and then come back bigger are always a little bit of a because, like, you get the mind game of, well, do I just let it through? It's only 1 damage, but that 1 damage stacks up. And you, if nothing else, like, you've got a blocker with the threat of, like, oh, it's just going to get bigger if you attack. Yeah. Stuff like that could be nasty. Also, hey, Rez, how's it going? Reznor, thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? Also, hey, I'm sorry if I say this incorrectly. Atrides? I hope that's anywhere near correct. Welcome to Viperland in the chat, as well as Hufflepuff Duck. Welcome to you as well. Let me get a shout out going real quick. Atrides. Okay, I'm so bad at names. I'm sorry. I was just saying my keyboard is out of reach. I don't normally do card opening streams. Shout out. Rez. There we go. So it's a weird setup for me because I don't normally do these. It's just a fun thing to do occasionally when a new set comes out, and But hello and welcome to you and all the raiders. I am Viperland, or I am Viper S. This is Viperland. I'm a general game streamer. Lately been working on East, waiting very patiently for Monster Hunter. We will be continuing East End later, but I got a box of cards and I wanted to open them because I loves the old school horror theme of Innistrad and I wanted to. And that was good enough for me. Oh, hey, another Undying card, 2 in a row. The Ulvenwald makes no allowances for youth. Today's newborn is either tomorrow's hunter or tomorrow's lunch. Yep, wolves eat people. Well, in this plane they do, for sure. Hungry Ridge Wolf. As long as you control another wolf or werewolf, this creature gets +1. This has been a very wolf-heavy pack. Even vampires know to travel faster when they hear the howling of the gear reach passes. All right. I was like, what's the song? I don't remember the... Yeah, I heard the lyrics. Abyssinian Priest. Simple, tap target non-human creature. Man, these cards put in work. For 1 mana, you just turn off one of their big threatening creatures. It's stupid. I remember this a lot. Moorlanders speak in awe of the priest's talent for arriving just in time to drive off the wicked thieves that prowl in the ravished parish. Yeah. Very good at just shutting down one big threat. Oh, okay. Another double-sided harvest hand. Artifact creature Scarecrow. The harvest is never finished. Scrounged Scythe. All right. So I guess presumably. Oh yeah, literally you can see the scythe there. Okay. And then I guess you get equipment. 1/1 long creature is a human. It has menace. All right, nifty. Demonic Taskmaster, another card I remember. Flying at the beginning of your upkeep, sack a creature other than this creature. So it's cheap, it's big, it's flying, but there's always a downside. Subservience to greater power is the only law in the pit. Fury Blade Vampire. Again, I love the look of the vampires in this plane and sets. Also, that sword, dagger, really dig that. Like how it kind of mimics the sleeve too, presumably intentionally. Writhe all you want, filth. It will do you no good. Trample at the beginning of combat in your turn. You discard a card. If you do, this gets big. Cool. Vampire Berserker. Gare Reach Bandit. Cathars realized they had not tracked her. She had led them here. Vilden Pact Alpha. Yeah, they really do a good job of making the werewolves seem like crazy intimidating. I mean, as they should be. But like, damn. I also like that we flip this over as Mikolash's theme kicks in. Not really not really a werewolf character, but overgrown farmland, another land, a few weed-choked gourd patches are all that remains of the proud, thriving farms that once blanketed the Providence. Here's our... Oh, we got one of these earlier without the frame. Nifty, Valorous Stance. Our retro frame of the pack. Oh, hey, a foil of the scythe. Cool. Everything's cooler in foil. We all know that. That's just the rules. Oh, I do like the way that the bit of wheat looks in the foil. Nifty. Like that. There's our island and an art card. Cool, cool. Keep the art cards aside. I like this. Come on. These packs are just not opening easily. I must have gotten a bad box, clearly. Well, the harder the packs are to open, the better the cards are that are inside. It's a well-known fact. Well-known fact, obviously. Simple, easy. Spontaneous Mutation, spotted that earlier. We're definitely going to start spotting duplicate commons for sure. Olivia's Dragoon. Discard a card, creature gains flying until end of turn. Displays of Voldaren Bloodlust are not restricted to glamorous banquets and lavish parties. I like the steed and the armor. It's pretty dope looking. Festerhide Boar, Trample Morbid. Another, you kill it, it comes back bigger. Bury your dead deep. The boars are hungriest while the corpses are still warm. Ew. Voldaren Epicure. If creature enters and deals the damage to each opponent, create a blood token. If you're not refining your taste, what's the point of living forever? Very fancy vampires, Not all of them, but some of them. Dauntless Cather. The harder they try to extinguish my faith, the brighter it burns in the darkness. Exile this card from your graveyard and make a spirit. Sometimes if you die, you come back as a ghost. This is normal. Desperate Farmer. Oh. I have no idea what the other half of this card is, but this is a start for a transformation card. A lifelink, when another creature you control dies, transform this creature. Tragic moment, push him to a blasphemous act. Is he merging with the horse? Tell me he merges with the horse. No, but it does bring the horse back. Lifelink. Once he tasted that dark power, there was no turning back. Okay. Doesn't merge with the horse, but definitely, raises it from the dead. 4/3 lifelink ain't half bad. Clear Shot. Gonna have to move the stack in the background at some point. Target creature you control gets 1/1 until end of turn. Deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Simple. Hit it. As werewolf attacks increased, brutal weapons not seen since the Travails were dusted off and put to work. I mean, it's a crossbow, but awesome. Invincible, yeah, of course. Stormkirk Occultist, Vampire Horror. See, it's stuff like that. That's yeah, Innistrad. Eldritch Vampire. Trample when this creature deals combat damage to a player. Exile a top card to your library until in turn you can play it. And Madness. Alright. I think we saw this one before. Yeah. No, maybe. I don't know. Mysteries. Control dies. Investigate. Sack a clue, make a human soldier. Cool, simple, easy, nice. Ooh, one of the new frames. Haven't actually seen one of these yet. Blood Artist. So if you get one of these frames on like a valuable card, obviously it's going to be pretty valuable. Whenever this creature or another creature dies, target player loses one life, you gain a life. So we saw the card, or the creature, but we haven't seen this version of it. I'm going to put that aside for now. I think it's dope. And our pack rare. Traverse the Ulvenwald. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. If there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, instead search for a creature or land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle. So, a good way to get an extra land card if you need it at cheap, and if it's later in the game, get a creature that you need, you know. Ooh, our first mythic rare, and it's a retro frame. The Gitrog Monster, legendary creature, frog horror. Death touch, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice unless you sacrifice a land. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Whenever one or more land cards put into your graveyard from anywhere, draw a card. Jeez! That seems good. I've got sleeves over here for things, you know. I don't know if that's a money card or anything, but that's enough to put in a sleeve. It's our first mythic. Yeah, we're putting that aside. There you go. Again, I don't know if that's money or not, but it's cool. So we're going to pop them back there for now. I know it's out of focus. Don't care. It's fine. Yeah, he seems it, for sure. That seems made for that. Ooh. Thalia Heretic Cather. I really like the art. Really dig that. And that was a 2 rare mythic pack. Yeah, 2 rares and a mythic. That's a good pack. First strike creatures and non-basic lands your opponents control enter tapped. Ooh. Ooh, that's not half bad either. Do not hate that. And it's a dope foil. All right, I like that. That's a really cool foil. All right, so that was our best pack so far. Pretty hands down, that was our best pack. Come on, open. There we go. Wretched Throng. I almost read that as Wretched Thong. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, again! Yeah, when the zombies after you keep spitting up more zombies that are spitting up more zombies, you just know. When this creature dies, you may search your library for a card named Wretched Throng, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Oh, no wonder. Okay. I love when the theming all comes together. It's great to have just a big card, and that's awesome. Who doesn't like that, right? You see? Exactly. It's because it was a hard to open pack. But like when the flavor text and the art and like the design all come together, I love that. I really dig that. Tragic Slip. Darker creature gets 1/1 until end of turn. Morbid creature gets -13/13 until turn. It said if a creature died this turn. Linger on death's door and risk being invited in. Again, another just great thematic card. Just whoops. Abundant Growth. Enchant land. When this aura enters, draw a card. Enchant land is any color. Nifty. Yeah, the if any creature died -13 kills most things. Faithless Looting we saw. Still great. Makeshift Mauler. Oh, I remember this art so much. Just a cool, like, stitched together creature design. As it is, it'll cost to cast a spell, exile creature card from your graveyard. Again, thematics. A lot of the horrors you literally have to, like, make out of a corpse. It always amazes me what perfectly good things people throw away. Necro Alchemist, yeah. Strength of Arm. Target creature gets 2/2 until end of turn. If you control an equipment, create a 1/1 human soldier. We fight not for Avacyn, but for ideals. Not for the church, but for its people. Cool. Dig the art. Like it. There's our Harvest Hand again. Did we get Like a Butterfly twice? It must be 2 different like recordings of it, because this playlist has like 3,000 songs. So it's definitely not repeating the same song. Fiend Hunter. When this creature enters, you may exile another target creature. When this creature leaves, return the exiled. Yeah, get rid of something. I don't want that around. Get out of here. But on a body so it can be killed. Burning Vengeance. Another great art. I'm going to say that a lot, and you can't stop me. Whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, when you've ever cast a spell from your graveyard, this enchantment deals 2 damage to any target. Mist is the Geist's sorrow. Wind is their pain. Fire is their vengeance. Just a good one. Soul Cipher Board. This artifact enters with 3 omen counters on it. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them in your graveyard. Whenever a creature card is put in your graveyard from anywhere, remove an omen counter, and if it has no omen counters, transform it. I don't know what this one is. Transformed into Cipherbound Spirit. Flying. Creature can only block creatures with flying. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. Ooh, not bad. Not bad. What's our flavor text on this side now? Rather than consort with demons, the quietest cult seeks wisdom from the dead. Thing in the Ice. Oh, another great name. That's our pack rare. Defender. Creature enters with 4 ice counters on it. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, remove an ice counter. If it has no ice counters, transform it. Sleeve it? It will do. Absolutely. Awaken Horror. When this creature transforms into Awaken Horror, return all non-horror creatures to their owner's hands. It serves as evidence of the ancient power of the deep, a reminder that the sea is the only thing worthy of reverence. All right. Absolutely, I got you. I have more sleeves than just these. These were just the ones I have that are all the same back that were quickly available. It's like, oh, geez. Hold on. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave that side open because that side's just a cooler looking one. Well, damn. I appreciate the heads up. I wouldn't have immediately... I mean, when the stream is done, I'm going to look up all these. I always look up every rare anyway. There's our retro frame. Wretched Griff. That's a cool foil. Emerge 5. You can sack a creature, pay the emerge cost instead of 7 mana. When you cast a spell, draw a card, and flying. Simple, effective, Eldrazi. There's our planes, and there's one of those throwaways. Alright, this pack puts us at the 1/3 of the box done. Again, things will speed up drastically when we start seeing every common. We can just be like, yeah, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. It's because we're reading all the new cards that's slowing it down. But I also, it's my stream and I want to read the cards. This is another, I remember this art so well. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sack a creature, draw 2 cards, Village Rights. You are so eager to take and consume, yet when asked to give, you refuse. You know, sometimes you just gotta sacrifice a villager to have a right to get more bountiful stuff, you know. Epitaph Golem, still love that art, still great. Saw it earlier, though. Dawnheart Disciple, creature human warlock. Whenever another human you control enters, this creature gets 1/1 till end of turn. Our coven finds strength in nature and purpose in serving our communities. Blood Mad Vampire. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. Cool. I will also, the card store by me is doing a draft of the set tomorrow, so I will be drafting this. Be interesting to see how that goes. Therabin Inspector. When this creature enters, investigate. If you've been at this as long as I have, nothing can surprise you. That's the hope, at least. Yeah. Midnight Scavengers. We had one of these earlier. We don't have the other half of this, do we? Yeah. We don't have Graph Rats. We still have the bottom half, but we don't have the Graph Rats to go with it yet. Hope we do. Blood Tithe Harvester. Creature vampire. When this enters, create a blood token. Sack this creature. Target creature gets -X, where X is twice the amount of blood tokens you control. Interesting. Alright. Blow them up to blow up something else, hopefully. Cobbled Lancer. Zombie Horse. Perfect. Love it. At an additional cost to cast a spell, exile creature card from graveyard. Makes sense. Exile this card from graveyard, draw a card. Don't worry, everyone. I hear hoofbeats. The Garvany Raiders are coming to save us. No. No. Ghoulish Procession. Whenever one or more non-token creatures die, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. This ability triggers only once each turn. These cards can be so annoying, because they could just keep making stuff. It was a family reunion to die for. Like the card I pointed out earlier, which we haven't seen another one of. The 1-cost zombie that you can just pay 3 to put it back in your hand whenever it dies. It dies, you make a zombie, you bring it back to your hand to play it next turn. It dies, you make a zombie, you bring it back to... This set was really good at making a lot of zombies. Duskwatch Recruiter. Creature, human, warrior, werewolf. Did we see this one, I think? I think we did. Yeah. Karen Horde Howler. Creature werewolf. Ooh, Temporal Mastery. Oh man, I remember miracle cards. Yeah. Take an extra turn after this one. Exile this card. But you may, instead of casting it for 7, you may cast this card for its miracle cost when you draw it, if it's the first card you drew that turn. So if you top deck this card, You can pay just 2 mana and take an extra turn. Disgusting. 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 I'm going to sleeve it because it's a mythic. I'm just going to default sleeve every mythic. That is not always... I mean, it's not like I'm short on sleeves. Mythic does not equal money always, but it's enough that I'm going to want to keep a slave. Splinter Fright. Creature elemental, trample, power, and toughness equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. At the beginning of your upkeep, mill 2 cards, so it's probably going to keep getting bigger. Alright. Blood Mist. At the beginning of your combat in your turn, target creature you control gains double strike. Oh, disgusting. For every turn? Oh, that's an enchantment. Ooh. Like that. Some claim the rage is a cloud that obscures thought and vision, but I can assure you, I've never seen with greater clarity. That seems strong. It's expensive, but still love the lands with the foil, and gonna toss the spirit human token out. Alright, I'm gonna move this to the side. That's our first third of the box. Gonna put it where the packs were, right over here. Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. Just stay stacked over there, please. Thank you. Alright. Second, third. Yeah, I'm also, even though I'm not a blue player, I kind of like how nutty some of the big, expensive blue spells can be. Just take another turn. Just go again. Run it back. Not even run it back. Screw you, we're skipping you. I think it's like, hold on, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 36 packs. So we're 12 deep, but again, it'll speed up drastically as we hit a lot of, like, commons that we've seen a lot of. Yep, see, like we've seen this one. Love the art, though. Still dig it. Deranged Assistant, seen this one, too. Great flavor text. Bridget Ghoul, saw that. See, now we're speeding up. Eccentric Farmer. Borrowed Hostility, saw that one, too. Crusader of why is this the pack that we suddenly hit the, yep, these are, yep. I don't know if we saw... Oh, we did see this one. I remember commenting on the hat. Yeah. Saw this one early. Desperate Farmer, great. Blade Stitch Scab. Crucial Zombie Soldier. Other zombies you control get 1-0. The surviving militia members reunited with their fallen comrades sooner than they'd hoped. Demon Male Halberg. Equipped creature gets +4/+2, but to equip it you have to sacrifice something. It comes off as easily as your own skin. That was always a good one, too. Summary Dismissal. Exile all other spells and counter all abilities. That's just a big no. Just no. Yeah, let's start fresh, shall we? There's our pack rare. All creatures have haste. Oh, it's not all creatures you control. It's all creatures. That's something, all right. Gavany was their stage and the moon their spotlight. Crawl from the Cellar. Nice retro frame. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Put a 1/1 counter on it. On up to 1 target zombie you control. And flashback. Ooh, alternate art. Hell yeah. Laboratory Maniac. If you draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. I am such a sucker for stupid alternate win conditions. Love it. Love it. This is so stoppable. Like, you're not going to go through your whole library. If you do, you're not going to have this card out. If you do, somebody's going to kill it because it's just a 2/2 creature. But what if you don't, though? What if you win? As long as I learn from it, it's still science. I am a sucker for crazy, stupid alternate win conditions. I love this card. I'm going to sleeve that in a second, too. There's our swamp. There's our token. Yeah, I like that a lot. And the alternate art the borderless alternate art ain't half heckin' bad either. So, yeah. Cool. Almost certainly ain't worth anything because it's uncommon, but I don't care. I like it. We're putting it back there. Anything I sleeve, I'm putting back there. There we go. Alright, upside down. Silent Departure. Tragic Slip. Whoops. Aim high. Untap target creature gets 2/2 and gains reach until end of turn. A Slayer gets by on wits and reflexes. Yeah, there's some nastiness in the woods, it looks like. Ancestral Anger. Towergeist. Evolving Wilds. Simple, effective. Evolving Wilds is in most sets. It's just different art. Our world is vast, but Therbin is its heart. The cathedral must stand, even if the hinterlands are lost. Lantern Bearer, flying, disturb. You may cast this card from a graveyard. Transformed for its disturb cost. Val didn't know what the Silent Geist was offering. Lantern's Lift. But she knew it would be rude to refuse. Enchant creature gets 1/1. It has flying. If Lantern's Lift would be put into graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead, so you can't keep casting it from graveyard. You know, sometimes you just got to tie a bunch of Spirit Lanterns to something and let it fly around. Morbid Opportunist. There's a card I love. Whenever one or more other creatures die, draw a card. This ability triggers once each turn. Excuse me. On Innistrad, one person's windfall usually starts with another person lying face down in the mud. You know, got to make use of the dead, right? There's going to be lots of them in that plane. Somber Walled Sage. Creature Human Druid. Add 3 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells. You can face any danger when all of nature is on your side. Cathar's Call. Enchanted creature has vigilance, and at the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 white human creature token. Make an army every turn. Some Cathars succumbed to despair at Avacyn's unmaking. The rest redoubled their efforts to carry out her work. Ooh, pack rare. Invasion of Innistrad. Invasions are a much more recent thing, so I didn't expect this to be in here. It's a battle. Yeah, battles are a new thing. As a siege enters, choose an opponent to protect it. You and others can attack it. When it's defeated, exile it, then cast it transformed. So it's basically you... It's only up to $5. Whatever. That's fine. That's still, you know, not shabby. So you cast this in front of someone else. It has 5... It's basically like putting a planeswalker in front of someone else that you can attack and transform. So once you do 5 damage to it, when this battle... So it does something when it enters. When this battle enters, target creature and opponent controls gets minus 13/13. So it's going to kill something. And then as soon as you do 5 damage to it, it comes back transformed as Deluge of the Dead. When this enchantment enters, create 2/2/2 black zombie creature tokens. And for 3 mana, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, make another zombie. The eerie magic animating Innistrad zombies rendered them immune to Phyresis, making them crucial to the plane's defense. So yeah, during All Will Be One and March of the Machines, the Phyrexians learned how to actually planeswalk. So they went everywhere to try to corrupt everything, and basically March of the Machines was every plane out there fighting back, which is why they had sieges and battles. And yeah, it makes sense that you can't Phyrexize zombies, so all of a sudden Innistrad is like, yeah, you can't really mess with us that bad. Oh, that's rare. Traverse we had that one already earlier, but now we got the retro frame, and it's another rare and a mythic. Edgar Markov. Okay, cool, Edgar Markov. I'm gonna get a sleeve real quick, just 1 second. Yep, cool. We got an Edgar Markov. Cool, wonderful, awesome. Hell yeah. So this was one of the cards people wanted reprinted more than anything. Eminence. Whenever you cast another vampire spell, if Edgar Markov is in the command zone or on the battlefield, make a black vampire creature token. First strike, haste. Whenever Edgar Markov attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each vampire you control. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Legendary creature Vampire Knight. Yeah. I know there are other... I don't know what this exact printing... because there's foil, there's not foil, there's different backgrounds, there's alternate arts, all that stuff. I don't know what this exact one is worth, but I would say this is probably $20-$30. Yeah, got an Edgar. It's gotta be $20-$30 for just a foil basic frame, right? I don't know. I can check it out. Do you know what? Screw this. Get my keyboard on my lap real fast. No, that's gonna... All my stuff's on the keyboard stuff. I can check it later. Oh, no. Hold on. Maybe I can do this. Give me a second. I got it. This is one I'm curious enough myself, and I'm just going to use my card tracking app anyway. Yeah, Collector's a good app. I like it. We'll just do search. Markov. Commander, promos, Innistrad Remastered, Showcase. Yeah, it's not the Showcase. Oversize. Innistrad Remastered. Yeah, well. So apparently for the foil, it's about $77. But mind you, this set comes out like today. So like these prices will fall as supply gets out there. But I'm going to say this will probably balance out at like a 50. And that's definitely the printing of it I have. So, yep, cool. That's I know Edgar is like the money hit of this set. So cool. I may be trading that in. We'll see. Because or I might just screw it, build a vampire deck, I guess. Those are my two options. Not quite. I wouldn't say box paid for itself yet, but we are that boosts things up drastically. Mind you, yes, would it be nice if the box paid for itself? Sure, but I'm really just here because I just love Innistrad a lot. So like even if we just got cool cards, I would be happy. But yeah, if I can also make back the amount I paid for the box, I'm not going to be upset. I ain't going to be mad. I can't believe we got Edgar Markov and a foil too. It could have been non-foil. It easily could have been non-foil. Ah, okay. So that was our best pack by a country mile. Crawl from Cellar, great. Love the title, love the card. Cobbled Wings, Flesh Wings, Duel for Dominance, wonderful. Duelist, yeah, now we're starting to see a lot of duplicates. Battleground, Geist, flying other spirit creatures you control get +1. Not content to nudge vases in chill drawing rooms. Some Geist muster spectral armies to claw at the hearts of the living. So I do trade in a good handful of cards, but I keep a lot of them too. I have a ton of cards. But like this box, I only paid like $40 for, even though it's a $170 box, because I traded in a good chunk of like I picked out some Pokemon cards and some of my other Magic cards that were like that's valued for higher than I care about. There's that that line. If it's a $20 card, but I think it looks dope as hell, I'm gonna hold on to it. If it's a $20 card and I'm like, I'm gonna trade that in because I'd rather have the money. But like it always goes forward towards more cards. It's an endless cycle. Dauntless Cather, Tintalin's Logger, saw Thermo Alchemist. Did we see this one? I don't think so. Madness can't touch a mind ignited by genius. Yeah, sure, okay. That's what they all say. Defender deals 1 damage to each opponent when you tap it. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, untap it. Useful, cool. Lots of pinging. Honeymoon Hearse. Artifact vehicle, trample, tap 2 untapped creatures you control. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. A carriage crafted from the finest materials. Horses bred from the finest stock. Skulls taken from the finest foes. Town Gossip Monger. Oh, we saw this one earlier too, yeah. Always like double sides though. Hard to go wrong. Cather's Crusade. Simple. Whenever a creature you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Stupid. This scale's stupid. Absolutely, absolutely stupid. If you're gonna go like tokens or like minions, holy crap. Avacyn's holy warriors kept hope alive in her darkest hours. Now they will carry that hope across Innistrad. Yeah, that's... Oh, hey. Retro Frame Snake. Wild Hunger. Target creature gets 3/1 and gains trample until end of turn with flashback. Otto the Hunter was filled with many grand ambitions. The snake was filled only with Otto. I love good flavor text. yeah, no, you have to have them keep track. Yeah, no. You play a card like that and that's on you. Traveler's Amulet foil, Swamp Knot foil. I like that art. That's cool art. It's just an art card, but like, still dig it. Oh, I just realized the first art card we got earlier was the Laboratory Maniac. So we have the card and the art card of it. Dope. Not mad about that. Yeah, I need to play more EDH lately, but my local card store, they do EDH nights on Wednesdays, and that's my D&D night. And it's been my D&D night for a decade, so, it's hard to... I'm not gonna shirk that. So we saw Lunarch Mantle, It of the Horrid Swarm, Murderous Compulsion, Young Wolf, Hungry Ridge Wolf, Drog Skull Shield Mate, Ecstatic Awakener, that's a new one. Creature Human Wizard, sacrifice another creature, draw a card, then transform this creature. Activate only once each turn. Great Ormondal, I kneel before you, a fragment of your will, a servant of your tyranny. I beg you, release the strength within me. Awoken Demon. Bones crackled, flesh split apart, and the screams of euphoric agony gave way to unholy laughter. Not bad. Faith Unbroken. I think we saw this one. Enchant creature control, exile target creature and opponent controls until this aura leaves the battlefield and get 2/2. It is good. Flesh Taker. Whenever you sacrifice another creature, you gain 1 life and scry 1. Considering how many things want you to sack. Sack another creature. This creature gets 2/2 and it's on to turn. A soulless husk of endless hunger. Delicious. Crackling Counterpart. I love this card. I had an allies deck that used this. But I just... 3 mana, create a token that's a copy of a target creature, and then you can do it again if you have enough mana. Simple. Well, what's that? I got something really strong. Now I have 2. What's that? It's later in the game. Now I have 3. Cool. Mausoleum Wanderers are pack rare. Flying, whenever another spirit you control enters, this creature gets 1/1 till end of turn. Sacks this creature, counter target instance or sorcery unless its controller plays X, where X is this creature's power. Interesting. Grapple with the Past. Retro Frame, saw it earlier. Ooh, Intangible Virtue. Creature tokens you control have 1/1 and have vigilance. Disgusting. Love it. Hate it. In life, they were a motley crew. Farmers, lords, cut purses, priests. In death, they are united in singular benevolent purpose. And a foil swamp. And one of these again. See, we picking up the pace. We going quick. Well, I'm glad I decided to pick... I almost picked my regular song playlist, but I was like, nah, game music playlist. It would be nice if I could put this video up as is without muting the background, but we'll say. Syncopate. That's a new one. It's funny that we're still seeing occasional commons we haven't. Counter target spell unless its control plays X. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into the owner's graveyard. Fool! You can't see the... Can't you see the tide has turned against you? Clearly. Cool. Good kind of spells. I already hate it because, blue players. That's just how it goes. Livia's Dragoon, Spore Crawler... Voldaren, Epicure, Wretched Thong, Angelic Purge, Village Messenger, Galvanic Juggernaut, Blood Mist, Biolume Egg, Lisa, Forgotten Archangel. Legendary creature Angel, flying lifelink. When another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner hand at the beginning of the next end step. Oh, damn. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. My creatures come back when you kill them. Yours stay gone. It's expensive, mind you, but that's interesting. I like that. Morbid Opportunist, Retro Frame, hell yeah. Stitched Mangler foil. Nope, just one. Our Plains, and a token, Blood Clue. See, now we powered through. Yeah, it depends. The card store that I go to doesn't take trades the first 2 weeks a set is out, which is fair, because there's so much price volatility those first few weeks. That's fine. But, if that Edgar stays a $50 card in 2 weeks, especially because Aether Drift is coming out, and I'd like to buy some Aether Drift, hell, even if I traded in just that, and I got one of those collector's packs for this set that can have the movie poster rares, to me, that's worth it. Edgar's cool, but if I'm not going to make a vampire deck... It's not it's cool art, it's a cool theme, he's a lore powerful character, but if I'm not going to make a deck, I don't mind it. Eaten Alive, we saw, I'm knocking over stuff. But we'll see. I might also just keep them just for the flex, Abundant Growth, Blood Petal Celebrant, I don't think we saw that one. Creature has first strike as long as it's attacking. When this dies, create a blood token. Vampires, blood, yay. Makeshift Mauler, Village Rites, Guardian of the Pilgrims. Did we see this? Immune to the physical warping caused by Emrakul, Geist proved to be some of humanity's most important allies. I think we saw it earlier, but way earlier. Target creature gets 1/1 till end of turn. Simple. Hinterland Logger, Asylum Visitor. That's a new one. Vampire Wizard. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, if that player has no cards in hand, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Madness, if you discard a card, discard it into exile. When you do, cast it for its madness cost. The ravagings of the mad are laced with eldritch knowledge. Hey. Wild Hunger, but not Retro Frame. Cool. Restless Bloodseeker. I think we saw this one earlier. Yeah, that's the blood petals going out. Ooh, I saw the next one. Conjurer's Closet. I literally just traded in this card today, but not the alternate art. This is clearly a full art, but the OG Avacyn one. I just traded that in today to pay for this box. So we got a nice borderless. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature you control, then return that to the battlefield under your control. Simple. Easy. The gate could send hedge witches across the world, or entice a traveler from boundaries just beyond. Essence Flux. Exile target creature you control. Return it to the battlefield under your control. If it's a spirit, put a 1/1 counter. A spirit is both fettered and... Oh, yeah, we did say that one earlier. Join the dance. Create 2 human creature tokens. Flashback. We can go into the dark hand in hand or alone. I know which I prefer. We're gonna die. We're humans on Innistrad, but you know. Ooh, I like the Eldrazi horror token, though. It's pretty cool. Still gonna hit the garbage, but whatever. I don't know. I get why people collect and keep tokens, but I don't. I very much just bring dice. Here's a token. I guess I don't run too many. I mean, I tend to play limited, not constructed, so I don't tend to have too many tokens to worry about. Essence, Wretched, Crawl from the Cellar, Moldgraph, Millipede. Did we see? I don't think we see. No, we did see this one. Yeah. Mill 3 cards, put a 1 counter creature. Yep. Soul Guide, Griff, Conduit of Storm. I don't think we saw this one. Whenever this creature attacks, add 1 red mana at the beginning of your next main phase this turn, and for 5, transform it. Strikes with the Fury of a Tempest. Turns into Conduit of Emrakul. Whenever this creature attacks, add a 2. We did see this one way early. Okay, that's why. Infernal Grasp. More iconic art. Like, damn. Destroy target creature, you lose 2 life. Super simple, super cheap. Ancient evils dwelled within the burning chasm called the Ashmouth, ever ready to devour those foolish enough to travel alone. Very useful card. Ooh, Noose Constrictor. Reach. Discard a card. This creature gets 1/1 till end of turn. More rope may not be necessary. Nice. Dronu Corpse Trawler. This creature enters, make a 2/2 zombie. Target zombie gains Death Touch. Seagraphs yield an abundance of resources for Stitchers and Gold Callers alike. I already tried to pronounce this once earlier. I'm not doing it twice. That card. Yep. It's an enchantment. Collective Brutality. Oh, we saw one of these earlier. Okay. So, a duplicate rare, even. Ecstatic Awakener, which we saw, but without the retro frame. There's the Awoken Demon. Cool. Siege Zombie is the foil. Swampy Swamp. And one of these is the garbage. No, if I just bought... No, I was about to say, if I just bought 2 of these boxes, that could be a whole stream. But, like, no, because by the time we got to the end of this box, we're going to skip a lot of cards. Another box. I also could not afford another box right now. Festival Crasher. There's a new one, though. Creature Devil. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this creature gets 2/0 till end of turn. So many candles. So many flammables. So little time. It's an Avacyn Pumpkin, it looks like. Traveler's Amulet we saw. Battleground Geist we saw. Sanitarium Skeleton. There you go. That's the one I was talking about. The one that just keeps coming back. Still saw it. Aim High. Apothecary Geist. Flying. When this creature enters, if you control another spirit, gain 3 life. For some customers, the old apothecary shop still opens its doors. Lunarch Veteran. Love that one. Lightning Mauler. Human Berserker. Soulbound. You may pair this creature with another unpaired creature when either enters. They remain paired for as long as you control both of them. As long as the creature is paired with another creature, both creatures have haste. Okay, useful. Subjugator Angel. Flying when this creature enters, tap all creatures your opponent controls. That's got to be useful, but it's also crazy expensive. The remnants of Innistrad's corrupted angelic hosts collapse to form the Flight of Nightmares. Uncaged Fury. Target creature gets 1/1, gains double strike till end of turn. It's right to fear those that you keep locked away. It's expensive, but that could definitely do some damage. Hey! Grim Grin, Corpseborn, another mythic rare. He is a legendary zombie warrior, enters tapped and doesn't untap during your untap step. You can sack another creature to untap it and put a counter on it, and whenever he attacks, destroy target creature defending player controls. Damn. So just the act of him attacking, you choose one of the opponent's creatures and just go, that's done. Make this bigger too. Alright. Damn. That seems useful. I'm going to sleep him in a minute. Alchemist Greetings, we've seen a few times, but now we got Retro. Spectral Shepherd. Shiny. Mountain. And one of these. Let's put this guy away. This seems like a useful commander, but I don't know. It doesn't seem broken enough to be expensive, but it sounds useful. It's just it's a weird track from Ace Attorney, I guess. All right. Try for this side. I know. I mean, if you're gonna have to spend your entire like on life as a skeleton, you don't want to have it with rats too. We saw this one earlier, but I still dig the art. Gandalf against the storms. Cool looking. Think twice. Saw that too. Love it. Wild Field Scarecrow. Artifact creature Scarecrow. Defender. Sack it. Search the library for 2 land cards. I think we saw that way far ago. Kisses Binding. Grapple with the Past. Bound by Moon Silver. Delver of Secrets. Still love that one. That, to me, that was one of my favorite double-sided cards, just thematically. It's also just the fly, but, you know, that's not bad. Markov Waltzer. Creature vampire. Flying haste. At the beginning of combat in your turn, up to 2 target creatures you control get 1/0 until end of turn. I'll lead. Intangible Virtue. Still good. Less shiny than before. Twin Blade Geist. Double Strike. Disturb. You may cast this card from graveyard. Transform for its disturb cost. I mean, a 1/1 double strike for 2 isn't terrible. She faced down a Howlpack alone, saving her town at the cost of her life. Twinblade Invocation. Enchant creature. Creature has double strike. If we put in the graveyard from anywhere exile. Since her passing, many more travelers have made it home alive. Hell Vault. There you go. It's a legendary artifact. Costs 3. You can pay 1 and tap it. Exile target creature you control. Pay 7 and tap it. Exile target creature you don't control. When this is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, return all cards exiled with it to the battlefield under their owner's control. So, nifty. Also, just dig the art. Just cool looking. Killing Wave. Ooh, that looks good with the retro frame. For each creature, its controller sacrifices it unless they pay X life. Nice. Try again in the next life, darling. Just dead. Alright. Inspiring Captain. Land. And token. You know, I could have curated a better... I mean, I don't hate this play this by any stretch, obviously. It's just my generic, here's a bunch of game music. I definitely could have picked music more like this that fits the theme better, but whatever. Symphony of the Night is always going to be good. Why is this not opening better? Pack, work with me. Pack, work with me. There we go. Okay, crack the back of it. Good. Alright. Neonite's Rush. Saw it earlier. Still love the art. Dig it a bunch. Stitch Mangler. Ambush Viper. Good old Ambush Viper. Blood Petal Celebrant. Abyssinian Priest. Villagers of Estwald. I think we saw this. Oh no, because I would remember the flavor text. At the beginning of each upkeep, if no spells were cast last turn, transform this. You can spot a werewolf-infested town by the lack of butcher shops. Howlpack of Estwald. Estwald citizens didn't dislike outsiders. They tasted just fine. Another, I remember that for the flavor text, honestly. Butcher's Cleaver. Equipped creature gets 3/0. As long as the equipped creature is a human, it has a lifelink. Meat is meat. Haunted Dead. When this creature enters, create a spirit creature token with flying. Discard 2 cards. Return this from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Alright. And the discard is a little hefty, but still can come back. Groundskeeper, I think we saw earlier. Yes. Deadeye Navigators are rare. Soulbound, you can pair it. As long as Deadeye Navigator is paired with another creature, each of those creatures has pay 2 to exile this creature, return to the battlefield under your control. So you can blink each other, I guess. All right. Ooh, and another rare, a transforming land. Add 1 colorless, pay 1 life, create a 5 mana and 1 life, make a 1/1 white and black human creature or human cleric creature token. 5 and tap, sack 5 creatures, transform this land, and it turns into Orbindal Profane Prince, legendary creature demon, flying, lifelink, indestructible haste, disgusting. Love it. Damn, I love that. With Gristlebrand gone, the Skurstag eagerly awaited another demon to claim their devotion. Orbindal did not make them wait long. Yeah, flying lifelink, indestructible haste 9/7. That's disgusting. That's just disgusting. Disgusting. Love it. Crusader, saw that. Retro frame now, though. Dawnheart Disciple. Yeah, it's kind of nifty. Mountain Spider. Alright. After, not this pack, but the next one will put us at 2/3 done. Yeah, there's a lot of Magic cards like to do that, like reference other characters and cards and whatnot in the flavor text. Abundant Maw, Eldrazi Leech, still creepy, still big, Syncopate, Falconroth Torturer, Festerhide Boar, Festival Crasher. Also, hey Robin, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. We were intentionally going kind of slow and reading the cards and the flavor text before they were duplicates. So now you've joined, Two Tugs, now you've joined the we go quicker part. But yeah,
you're still opening cards.
But it started slow because I wanted it to. I like this set. I like these cards. We pulled one of the money cards of the set. Right now, this is a $77 card. But again, the set comes out today. So, like, the prices will probably drop. But still, he's an absolute chase card. Catholic Commando. So, yeah, now we're powering through all the duplicates we've seen. Splinter Fright. But how you doing, Ramen? Welcome to Viperland in chat. Also, hot damn, sorry, I didn't even comment on that. 89-month resubscription. Sorry, I was distracted by the text and the cards and everything else. Hot damn, that's a lot of heckin' months. Holy crap. Holy crap. Thank you, obviously. Oh, this one we haven't actually seen. Arch Ghoul of Therbin. Whenever this creature or another zombie you control dies, look at the top card of your library. If it's a zombie card, you may reveal it and put it in your hand. If you don't put the card in your hand, you may put it in your graveyard. I like Zombie Cleric. Neglected Heirloom, another we haven't seen. Equipped creature gets 1/1. When equipped creature transforms, transform this equipment. Oh, so you have to put it on something that can transform. There's a rich history in a blade like this. Its previous owners had some stories to share. I'm sorry. It turns to Ashmouth Blade. Equipped creature gets 3/3 and has first strike. Alright, cool. Yeah, everyone's getting sick. I hope you feel better. There's our pack rare, Uldric Lunarch Marshal, legendary creature human soldier. At the beginning of each combat, creatures you control gain first strike until end of turn. If a creature you control has first strike, the same is true for flying, death touch, double. Oh, jeez. So if any one of your creatures has any of those, all of them do for combat on your turn. First strike, double strike, flying, death touch, double strike, haste, hexproof, indestructible, lifelink, menace, reach, skulk, trample, and vigilance. Jeez. You could theoretically get a lot. Okay. A rare. We got a rare for our retro frame for the pack. Mausoleum Wanderer. Okay, it's a card we've gotten earlier, but nifty. We didn't get it in retro frame. Oh, it's upside down. We got a foil double-sided. I love foil double-sided. As I've mentioned, it's double the foil bang for your buck, and a foil land. That was okay. I want this card. I love the art of this card. That's just Confident Necromancer of the card. Like, come on. I want that. I want that. We'll see if we get it. It's such good art. Such good. Oh, the other noteworthy ones we've gotten so far, Ramen, real quick. My favorite so far, even though it's not valuable, is this guy. Just because it's an alternate win condition. Normally, if you mill yourself out, you lose the game. If this creature's out and you mill yourself out, you win instead. So I love that. We got Edgar Markov, the GOAT. I heard you like vampires. We got another cool commander guy. He does a lot of eating corpses and getting bigger. We got if you top deck this card for 2 mana, just take an extra turn. Just take an extra turn if you top decked it. 2 mana. Simple. I mean, 7 normally, but, you know. This was a double-sided one that awakens to do like a horror creature, which I dig. And frog. Just frog. So, yeah. These are the ones that I've deemed worth sleeving so far. And this pack puts us at 2/3 of the way through the next. So we'll be starting our last third. Just stay. We'll be starting our last third after this. Please open. There we go. Blazing Torch. Reckless Scholar, Gluttonous Guest, Brambleworm, Fabian Inspector, Scorned Villager, Savage Alliance. Did we see Savage Alliance? I think so. But you know, when Eldritch Horrors come by, sometimes humans and werewolves gotta work together. So, you know, 100 months. It's I mean, that's awesome, but it's also like a brain not comprehend. Griff's Boon. Enchant creature gets a 1/0 when it's flying, and you can return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to target creature. Damn. Alright. Yeah, time, right? Geistlight Snare. Spell costs 1 less if you control a spirit. Also costs 1 less if you control an enchantment. Counter target spell unless its controller plays 3. Tamil had always wanted a closer look at a Geist Lantern. Now he had an eternity to study one. You fool! Aberrant Researcher. Creature, human insect. Flying at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. If an instant or sorcerer is milled this way, transform this creature. Metamorphosis is a process. So, literally, the guy from the other card is this card, and then he just gets bigger. Perfected Form. Flying. The final pages of the experiment log were blank. Investigators found it abandoned on a desk in the researcher's lab. Open, the pages flipping in the wind from a shattered window. Love it. Love cards that tell stories. Ooh. Elder Deep Fiend. Creature Eldrazi Octopus. 8 mana flash, so you know if you casually have 8 mana open, or emerge. When you cast the spell, tap up to 4 target permanents. Disgusting. But that's how Eldrazi do. Our alternate frame, return target Mystic Retrieval, return target instant or sorcery card from graveyard to your hand, flashback. Alchemist Greeting, that's like our 4th one of those, but cool. Our island, and a token. Alright, 2/3 of the way done. We speeding up now. Things are going quicker. Again, I'll be drafting this tomorrow, so it'll be interesting to see. I don't even know what I'm going to try. Like, it's hard to go into a draft like, I want to do this. We'll see. It'd be fun to do like vampires, though. We'll see. Duelist. Geist. Lunarch Mantle. Still love the art. Like, some of this art is just so iconic to me. I still love the name. I didn't play when this card was out, but like, it of the Horrid Swarm is just 10 out of 10. Murderous Compulsion, Strength of Arms, Scorned Villager, Niblis of the Urn. I don't think we've seen. Evason's most devoted would forego the blessed sleep to keep vigil. Maybe we did see it. Flying, whenever this creature attacks, you may tap target creature. Vile Spawn Spider we saw earlier. Blood Mist, still love it. Still good. Conjurer's Closet. Oh, hey, there you go. So this card, but the printing from when I played, was one of the cards I traded in for this set, or for this box. And we got the alternate art, and now we got this art, the classic art. We got, I also kind of dig the retro frame double-sided. Again, double the retro frame for your buck. Makeshift Mauler, foil, forest, and a token. All right, let me move this stack aside. That's our 2nd third out of the way. Plus a pack, but whatever. It's getting too big to... I'm going to knock it over. Like, if I leave it there, it's going to knock over. I already know this. So we're moving it. Because I don't want to knock it over. See, I should listen to this playlist more, but I don't. Because usually when I'm listening to music, I'm at work. And when I'm at work, I want to sing to songs. And this playlist is mostly background tracks, which are great, and I love them. Loves me some video game music, obviously. But I don't actually listen to it too often. Alright, Young Wolf, Hungry Ridgewolf, Syncopate, Olivia's Dragoon, Spore Crawler, Apothecary Geist, see, here you go. That's the scientist turning into the creature, and then the other one was clearly this or a similar guy evolving further. Kinda love it. Nebelgast Herald, Unvolden Mystery, Cryptolith Fragment, that's new. This artifact enters tapped. Tap it for 1 mana of any color. Each player loses a life. At the beginning of your upkeep, if each player has 10 or less life, transform it into Aurora of Emrakul. Creature Eldrazi Reflection. Dope. Flying Death Touch. When this creature attacks, each opponent loses 3 life. Cool. Alright. Especially because to even exist, both players have to be under 10 life. I felt compelled to take the twisted stone, and I abandoned my horse's burden to accommodate its weight. Now its continued glow illuminates my home and warms my mind. Oh, well, rip. Overgrown farmland, another rare land, hard to go wrong. Tragic slip. Hey, we got the whoops in the old retro frames. Cool. Ecstatic Awakener, double-sided. Gotta love it. And a foil swamp. Cool. And just garbage. iTunes playlist work, cross that playlist with other playlists. Oh, okay. Nifty, nifty. Yeah, I need to do more work with playlists, but I really just have the here's all my liked songs, here's all my video game songs. That's it. Epicure, Wretched Thong, Eaten Alive, Abundant Growth, Blood Petal Celebrant, Inspiring Captain, Lantern Bearer, Blood Artiste. Whenever this. Oh, we did see this one, yeah. Hamlet Captain, when this creature attacks or blocks other humans control, get 1/1. I would fear this fight, Bloodsucker, were I alone. Saw the Corpse Trawler, should be the rare next. Yeah, Vexing Devil. When this creature enters, any opponent may have it deal 4 damage to them. If a player does, sacrifice this creature. Okay, so it's a 1 mana 4/3, which is disgusting, by the way. But if they just take 4 damage, it goes away. It's not any fun until somebody loses an eye. The tricky thing is like later in the game when they might not have 4 life to give. Ooh, there's the retro frame of the Spooter. Village Rites. You know, it's everyone's coming to kill you for the the right. Ooh, this works really good as a foil because the eyes, just for the eyes. This is a good foil. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. There's our planes. There's the throwaway. All foils are good. Some foils are great, just because they go through that little extra effort and like the art works super well with it. And sometimes that extra good one is a common, and it doesn't matter because it's just super dope. All right, Makeshift Mauler, Village. Hey, look, Village Rites again. Epitaph Golem, Mulgriff Millipede, Faithless Looting, Apothecary Geist, Villages of Estwald, Fiend Hunter. Not saying it again, sorry, deal with it. Ambitious Farmhand. Did we see this one? I don't think so. When this creature enters, you may search your library for basic planes. Reveal it, put it in your hand, shovel. Transform this creature, activate only if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. And it turns into... Oh, Seasoned Cathar. We did see that. Lifelink. Yep, Cathars have taught me many things, but I will never forget the harsh, honest work that first crossed my hands. Yeah, we did see that. Mass Hysteria. Still kind of love the all creatures have haste, but I'm not running it. Oh, damn. We now have 3 different versions of Conjurer's Closet, which is a rare, mind you. We have the alternate art borderless, we have the regular art, and now we have the retro frame of the regular art. Damn! And a foil rare land. This was a good pack. I mean, it's no Edgar Markov, but this was a good pack. There's our mountains. There's our human soldier clue. Not upset about that pack. I think we got one more hit in here, right? And mind you, I'll even count a hit as like a dope full art for me. I'm a sucker for those. Give me that dope full art. It doesn't have to be another Edgar Markov, but if you wanted to give me a second Edgar Markov, Wizards, I would not be upset about that. I don't even know if that's a theoretical possibility, 2 Edgars in one box. I don't even know if that could happen. Essence Flux, Wretched Grip, Siege, Zombie, Dawn Heart Disciple, Evolving Wilds, Ecstatic Awakener, Galvanic Juggernaut. I think that's our first one, not retro frame. Uncaged Fury, Chalice of Life, that's a new one. Artifact, tap, you gain 1 life. Then if you have at least 10 life, more than your starting life total, transform it. The sweet taste of Hope's Promise. I don't know what this actually turns into. Chalice of Death. Target player loses 5 life every turn. Disgusting. The bitter taste of life's only certainty. Also, that's alternate art, alternate border. We take those. We've pulled this technical. Oh, it's double-sided too. Duskwatch Recruiter. So like we have this text on a card, but now we have, man, talk about bang for your buck. I also like that you get the moon for when it's actually a werewolf. I dig that. I'm very happy with that. It's only uncommon, so it ain't worth nothing, but I like it. Here's a rare Hopeful Initiate. Training. Whenever this creature attacks with another creature with greater power, this gets 1/1. Remove 2 1/1 counters from other one creatures you control. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Simple. Good. Yeah, the art's dope. I'm really happy with that one. Young Wolf Retro. Cool. Hamlet Captain. Cool. It's a good foil, I guess. And we get a swamp. You know, I'm going to count that as a hit. It's definitely worth, like, cents, but I don't care. I like it. Come on, open. Open, sesame! There we go, good enough. Seize the Storm, still love the art. Sometimes Gandalf just has to fight 2 demonic storms, as you do. Very normal things. Every time the first card is Seize the Storm, the second card is Think Twice. This is the 3rd time this has happened where we've gotten Seize the Storm, Think Twice. Every single time that has happened. I haven't paid attention past that, but I think Wildfield Scarecrow was the 3rd in one of those cases. Thesis Binding, Grapple with the Past, Abyssinian Priest, Static Awakener, Blade Stitched Scab, Soul Separator, that's a new one. 5 mana and tap, sack this artifact, exile target creature card from your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of that card except it's 1/1. It's a spirit in addition to its other types, and it has flying. Make a black zombie creature token with power equal to that card's power. Oh, so you literally take its effects, rip it out of its body, and make it a flying soul, and you take it, just power its body, and make it a zombie. Thematically, love that. That's a great thematic card. It's expensive. I don't know if I'd run it, but as a theme, love that. Really dig that. Geistlight Snare. Lisa Forgotten Archangel. We've actually pulled her. Grave Crawler. Nifty. It's a good rare retro frame. This creature can't block. You may cast this card from your graveyard as long as you control a zombie. For 1 mana, this card is just never going to go away as long as you have a zombie. Geist Catcher's Rig. Artifact Construct. When this creature enters, you may have it deal 4 damage to target creature with flying. The rigs were outlawed except in Nephilia, where malign spirits are as plentiful as crazed inventors. Okay. More cool art card. Oh, it's a signed one. These aren't, even the signed art cards aren't worth anything, but I think they're cool. What's the actual card? Mausoleum Wanderer by Audrey. I will butcher that last name, but that's why it's AK. Cool. Super cool. All right, down to the last handful of packs. Neonite's Rush, Stitch Mangler, Ambush Viper, good classic, Blood Petal Celebrant, Abundant Maw, Angelic Purge, Lunarch Veteran, Morkart Banshee, Splinter Fright, Ghoulish Procession. I don't think we saw this. It was a family reunion to die for. Oh no, we did. Whenever 1 or more non-token creatures die, make a zombie. With Decayed. Yeah. This ability triggers only once each turn. We did see it, but still a good card. Cryptolith Rite is our rare. Creatures you control have tap for add 1 mana of any color. The chant was incomprehensible, but its power was unmistakable. Alright, cool. Mana. Burning Vengeance is our retro frame. Smoldering Werewolf is our foil. I think we saw this one earlier. Yeah. Erupting Dreadwolf. Eldrazi Werewolf. Come on. Maybe we didn't see this one. I don't remember the foil text. The flavor text. When this creature enters, deals 1 damage to each to up to 2 target creatures. Costs 6 to transform. Never thought I'd see the day. I'd be wishing to see just a plain old werewolf. Heck, I'd settle for anything that even resembled a werewolf. Yeah, that doesn't. So toss the token. We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 5. So we got 5 left. Open. Okay. Syncopate, Falconrith Torturer, Festerhide Boar, Festival Crasher, Blazing Torch, Bound by Moonsilver, Conduit of Storms, Lightning Axe. Again, sometimes it's just the simple Fury Blade Vampire. Did we see this one? I think so. Oh, yeah, yeah. Also, hey, this can't be that hard. How's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. I don't know. I mean, maybe. Maybe we got Edgar Markov foil. Considering we're not opening collector's packs, this is probably the best I could hope for. I'm still hoping for an Avacyn for me. I want Avacyn. But in terms of money cards, that's the one. That's just the one, is Edgar Markov. So, oh, yeah, yeah. I totally forgot. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah. So then context. This is a $70 card right now. But the set came out today, so it'll probably drop. So, but, like, this is the card people search for in this set. And we got a few others that I sleeved up that I think are just fun. It's like cool art stuff. We're on the last handful of packs, so we're almost done. But yeah, he's like the big chase one. Unless you're opening collector's packs, he's the one you're probably going for. Yeah, we saw that one. Oh, that's a new one. Shrill Howler. How are you doing down there? I'm excited to be there a week from today, actually. Creatures with power less than this creature's power can't block it. 5 to transform it. A werewolf's howl was terrifying to be sure, but this was a chilling sound. I somehow felt I fear what will reply to I fear what will reply to it. And it transforms into howling Oh, that's enough wolves. Yeah, Eldrazi werewolf. Creatures with power less than this creature's power can't block it. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, make a 3/2 Eldrazi horror token. Cool. Awesome. Cathar's Crusade. Simple, easy, stupid, strong. Our pack rare. Our pack retro frame. Gatherer of Townsfolk. Yeah. Just hit from Germany. Okay. Fingers crossed. I mean, it's still a week away. So, Abundant Growth's the pack foil. Islands, the land. Token. All right. 4 packs left. Yeah. So, one of the nights that I'm in Georgia, me and my brother, this can't be that hard, we'll be doing a pack opening of something, hopefully that Lego Star Wars cards. Yeah, we're going to be doing a dual stream. He'll be streaming on Whatnot, I'll be on Twitch, but just from my phone, so we won't have like the overlay and everything. So, yeah. I don't know what day that'll be, we'll figure that out. Reckless Scholar. Yeah, 50 booster packs, so that'll be a decent one. This has been 36, so this has been hefty. Gluttonous Guest, Brambleworm, we're in the last stretch. A Braid, Evolving Wilds, Villagers of Estwald, Mentor of the Meek, Wandering Mind. I still like Wandering Mind is literally just a brain with tentacles and wings, because, it's of course it is. Wild Hunger, Intangible Virtue, Through the Breach is a mythic rare, Instant Arcane. You may put a creature card from your hand into the battlefield. That creature gains haste. Sacrifice it at being the next end step. Splice into Arcane as you cast. You may reveal this card from your hand. Okay. Just going to sleeve up any mythics. Smoldering Werewolf. Oh, double-sided retro frame. Cool. Another crazy Eldrazi werewolf. Still not pronouncing this card. Screw you. I did it once. Not doing it twice. And foil planes and hiccups. Yeah, I think technically the set releases tomorrow, but clearly was not one of those ones where it was like, yeah, it's fine. Okay, 3 packs left. I mean, we really can't top Edgar, but if we were to get Avacyn, I'd be happy because I dig Avacyn. Literally like the angelic protector of the plane. They ghosted you? Really? I'm surprised. Whenever I was over there, they still ask about you. Well, mostly Matt asked about you, but still. That and Angel. Deranged Assistant, Butcher Ghoul, Centric Farmer. Yeah, I'll be surprised if we find a non-duplicate common at this point. Lantern Bearer, Geist Catcher's Rig, Crackling Counterpart. I always forget that's an uncommon. I always think it's rare. Smoldering Werewolf. Here you go, it's a rare. Distended Mindbender. Well, damn. Creature Eldrazi Insect. Well, damn. Emerge 5. When you cast a spell, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose from a non-land card with mana value 3 or less, and a card with mana 4 or greater, and they discard it. Alright. It's a very expensive thing. Alright, I'm glad your local place does. Oh, hey, we got a Planeswalker! Oh, we got better than a Planeswalker. We got a double-sided Planeswalker. So yeah, Garruk Relentless. So this is a double rare pack at least. When Garruk Relentless has 2 or fewer loyalty counters, transform, and he transforms into Garruk the Veil Cursed. So he gets a little, werewolfy. He can make werewolf. He can make wolves, death touch. He can sack creatures, and he can just make everything huge. Awesome, really cool. Indulgent Aristocrat. I don't think we got this guy. So some of the uncommons we still haven't seen all of. If you're not surrounded by Decadence, my question to you is, why not? Lifelink, sack a creature, put a 1/1 on each vampire you control. Alright. So, yeah, no worries. Thanks for hopping by. Glad I could flex the money card. Obviously, I'll keep in contact throughout the week, but I'll be seeing you next week for a hell of a good weekend. Enjoy the rest of your night. There's not a lot of hand space here, so, Ooh, we got the, I think this is Edgar... No, it's Sorin. Okay. Yeah. It's art card. Nothing valuable or anything, but dope art. We're going to sleeve up that Garruk, though. Didn't expect to get a Planeswalker out of this. Not the Planeswalker I wanted out of it, but not upset. We got Edgar. I literally cannot complain about anything. We got Edgar Markov. So I cannot... It is illegal for me to complain about anything. And I'm genuinely happy with how this has gone. But Avacyn or Liliana would be really nice. It's me being greedy. Sometimes you gotta have greed. Silent Departure, Tragic Slip, Aim High, Ancestral Anger, Crusader of Odric, Hanweir, Watchkeep, Haunted Dead, Forbidden Alchemy. Did we see Forbidden Alchemy? Look at the top 4 cards of the library, one of them in your hand, the rest in your graveyard. Simple, but, I don't think we actually saw it. Hey, Graph Rats! Oh, we got the other half of this. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, I gotta find it. At the beginning of combat in your turn, if you own and control this creature and a creature named Midnight Scavengers, exile them and meld them into Chittering Host. Hold on. We have that. We've gotten 2 halves of cards. This is our first one where we've got the other half. No, it's not that one. Was it this one? Yes. Alright, cool. So... Hell yeah, I was really hoping that was going to happen. So we got this one earlier, Midnight Scavengers, melds with Graph Rats. So this is string of... Yeah, honestly, we might just because of the less time. I didn't think this would take as long, but yeah. So if you have both of them, you get Chittering Host, the Eldrazi Horror. Haste, Menace. When this creature enters, other creatures you control get 1/0 and gain Menace until end of turn. So we finally got one of those. We got both sides. Neither was rare, but uncommon can still be fairly uncommon. Damn. Dig that. I'm keeping those aside. I like that. Big fan. Oh, our actual rare, Falconwrath Gorger, Vampire Berserker. Each vampire creature card you own that isn't on the battlefield has Madness. Madness cost is equal to its mana cost, so yeah, easier to cast them. Trickier to cast. Ooh, Hullbreaker Horror. This is a good... That's a double rare, but this is a full art borderless rare. Flash can't be countered. Whenever you cast a spell, you either return target spell you don't control to its owner's hand, or return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Just a Kraken Horror. Eldritch Kraken. Big fan. Dope. Love that. Alright, I'm happy. Seize the Storm. Just a retro frame of the same one we've seen, but cool. Sever the Bloodline. I remember this one too. Yeah, exile target creature and all other creatures with the same name as that creature. Disgusting. For anybody that needs multiple copies of a card, disgusting. Not as good as The End, but damn good. Also just a good foil. Really dig the foil. Alright, that was a good pack. Like that pack a lot. But we have one more. Last pack. This will be the one, right? I mean, this will be the one to what? Have another Edgar? We're doing great. We got Edgar, we got Time Stop, we got Garruk. We're doing great. Like, legitimately. This has been a very fun box. Tower Guy, Scrawl from the Cellar, Cobbled Wings, Duel for Dominance, Drag Skulls, Shield Mate, Guardians of Pilgrims, Desperate Farmer, Somber Walled Sage, Savage Alliance, Indulgent Aristocrat, a rare land, Shipwreck March, but one we haven't seen. The bones of doomed ships jut out from the muck while the bones of their sailors molder below. Mentor the Meek, Angelic Purge, Island, and a throwaway. Not half heckin' bad, all things considered. Really not bad. I mean, obviously Edgar's a standout, but like, this was good. There was one other double-sided, not double-sided, but like combo card we didn't get. Was that? Yeah, okay. Why were these backwards? We didn't get the other half of Bruna the Fading Light, which needs Gasilia the Broken Blade. I'm pretty sure that's a rare, and this is a rare. But it'll make an Eldrazi Angel with Flying, First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink. Your opponent casts cat spells with mana value 3 or less. And it's a 9/10. So, yeah, that would be dope as hell. We got a few double-sided ones. Yeah, not bad. We got a bunch of good rares, some cool art cards. Honestly, obviously Edgar's the money card. I mean, that just goes without saying. I have still the OG printing of Garruk Relentless, so it's cool to have a new one too. Through the Breach is just cool looking. It's just Emrakul doing stuff. This is damn good looking. Visually, this might be my favorite, and it's only an uncommon. Hey Jude, how you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. How goes things tonight? Surprised you're ending early. All things okay on your end? Hope your stream went well. Yeah, so that's the standout. Hold on. Then I'll start these over real quick for the raid. Hello, Jude and Cinemax. How you doing? Welcome to Viperland in chat. We just finished opening a box. I was just about to put things away and swap to a game, but we pulled the chase card, Edgar Markov, legendary Vampire Knight. He's very vampire. We got cool Eldrazi card. We got cool double-sided Planeswalker. Let's say. I already put it in here, but I'm going to take it out anyway, because whatever. You can actually flip him over, and he's corrupted. I will sleeve him back later. We got this. It's only an uncommon, but it's really cool. Really cool. Like, comic-style art, the frame. Really like that. We got Frog. Legendary creature Frog Horror. You know, good stuff. Awoken Horror. What was the first side of this? We sleeved it because it was double-sided. I think it was just an egg. Oh, this is... Oh, yeah, Thing in the Ice was the other side. And it turns into a giant horror thing. Put it back in there. I should have gotten clear sleeves for this if I was thinking, but I wasn't. We got our if you top deck it, take an extra turn for 2 mana. Stupid card, love it. Got our crazy zombie warrior commander. I don't think he's worth anything, but he's cool. And we got the laboratory maniac, just having a good time, you know, doing science. Doing science. It's funny because most of this stuff is older cards, so it's not quite power creep per se. A lot of these cards were from when I was originally playing like a decade ago. Oh, the other one we got that I want to show off just because got the raid now. Where did it go? So we got these 2 cards. So we've got Midnight Scavengers, which melds with Graph Rats, and we have Graph Rats. So if at the beginning of combat in your turn, if you own both of these creatures, they turn into one bigger, nastier card. And we got both of them, which is really cool. We got the Chittering Host. Yes, I mean, the set is literally Innistrad Remastered, so, like, it is intentionally so. I just really love the plane of Innistrad, so, you know, this targeted me personally. Oh, Pokemon has that too, really? See, that I didn't know. That's cool. Alright, so those were all the rares. I'm going to put these somewhere special real quick. And then, yeah, do people have a specific... I mean, Path of Exile 2 or Ellen are the 2 logical things to go to from here. Do people have a preference?